Thank you, Ned. Well, it appears likely that a group of Boy Scouts are about to spend another unplanned evening in the Arkansas wilderness.
Rain-swollen creeks have the Scouts stuck somewhere along a 26-mile hiking trail. Channel 7's Jason Peterson is live tonight from a spot just a few miles from the Search Command Center. Jason, what's the latest?
Well, Scott, and if you recognize the sign behind me, Albert Pike, if that sounds familiar, Albert Pike Recreation Center is the spot where 20 people lost their lives due to flooding just last summer. Now, the water isn't nearly as high this time, but parents have traveled up from Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, because it's their 13 and 14-year-old sons who are stranded somewhere out there along a 26-mile trail here in Montgomery County. The belief is that this group of they have two experienced adults with them. The belief is that this group of Scouts are stranded on high ground, trapped by creeks, swollen creeks that have risen to levels that they did not expect. Now, most of the parents are waiting down at the Albert Pike Rec Center office. We asked some of them about their anxiety level as the search for their sons continues. Search teams do believe these Scouts and their leaders are okay. This hike started last Thursday. Like I mentioned, it's a 26-mile trail. It was supposed to end yesterday when the Scouts did not return to Lafayette at about 4 or 5 o'clock. Concerns grew when it got to be 10 or 11. Those parents caravanned up here. They arrived at about 7 o'clock this morning. The clouds, the ceiling is too low to allow helicopters. It's unseasonably cold and uncomfortably wet, and they are going to do their best to try to find these Scouts before nightfall here in Langley near the Albert Pike Recreation Center. Reporting live from here, Jason Peterson. Back to you guys.
It is both unseasonably cool and uncomfortably wet outside tonight. That is a bad combination for a group of teenage Scouts in the Ouachita Forest. Good evening and thank you for watching. I'm Christina Munoz.
And I'm Scott Inman. It is believed the Scouts are stranded, waiting for either high water levels to fall or for rescuers to find them. Their parents making an all-night drive from Lafayette, Louisiana to Montgomery County to await word on their sons. Jason Peterson reports tonight from the search area.
It will be an anxious evening for Jonah and Wendy Foussier.
In the last 30 hours, I probably had 3 hours of sleep. I always worry about him when he's on a camp out. I'm a worrier mom, but this is the kind of thing that I really worry about, and I just want to see his face, give him a hug, and know that he's warm and dry.
Rescue teams spent Monday searching inside the Ouachita National Forest for the Foussier's 13-year-old son Ian and 5 of his fellow Scouts. Also with them, 2 experienced adult leaders. On Thursday last week, the Scouts left the Albert Pike Recreation Area and began a counterclockwise journey along Eagle Loop Trail, a 26-mile trek across rugged terrain and more than one creek. It's believed the group was forced by heavy rains to higher ground on Sunday and have been there since.
They can't get out for the same reasons that we can't get into them due to the high water, and they're just standing there, just waiting till the creeks go down a little bit so they can get across and then come on out.
Vehicles with Louisiana plates line up outside the recreation area headquarters. It's hard to know who will get less sleep, the Scouts or their parents.
I don't know if anybody's actually put eyes on them yet, so that's what we want a confirmation to know that they're safe and they're all right.
There was an attempt to bring a helicopter in to help with this search late Monday afternoon, but strong turbulence forced it back to Hot Springs. Unless the Scouts and their leaders emerge from the Arkansas wilderness in the dark, which is unlikely, search crews will regather and reform at 7 o'clock Tuesday morning. Reporting from the Ouachita Forest near Langley, Jason Peterson, Channel 7 News.
Good afternoon to you. I'm Christina Munoz. Heather Crawford is on maternity leave.
And I'm Scott Inman. We begin tonight with a happy ending. 6 stranded Louisiana Boy Scouts are reunited with family members this morning. The high water had cut off the teens and their 2 adult leaders in the Ouachita National Forest near the end of a 26-mile hike.
Hours earlier, a National Guard helicopter using infrared cameras located the group. The helicopter returned at dawn to lift the Scouts to safety, although they say they were never in danger. The group was stuck along the Eagle Rock Loop Trail near the Albert Pike campground. Channel 7's Jason Peterson spent the morning in Pike County and was there for the happy reunion.
I just want to see his face, give him a hug, and know that he's warm and dry.
This is the face Wendy longed to see. It belongs to Ian, one of 6 scouts who got an unexpected helicopter ride out of the Ouachita National Forest.
That was their first helicopter ride, and so that was a highlight of the trip now, I'm sure.
It was not an easy mission for guard pilot David Speck and co-pilot Todd Adams. At dawn, they located a landing area next to a still swollen creek near the scouts and set down. Minutes later, the 13 and 14-year-olds walked a short distance and boarded the helicopter, finishing a 26-mile journey that started last Thursday and was stopped by bad weather. It was an exciting ride to safety for a group that insists it was never in danger.
We had the ability to create fresh water, we had food, we had shelter, we had everything we needed. So it's just a matter of waiting Mother Nature out. She came in a little early and put us a little late.
It's really beautiful, actually. Seeing the hills and mountains like it is just really cool. You can't really see that in Louisiana.
Ian says he and his fellow scouts had their survival skills tested while waiting family members endured tests of patience and faith.
Last night, I was very anxious. We kind of figured that today was the day that it was going to happen.
They told me that, just like me, they had a character-building experience.
So just like you were being tested, they were being tested.
Right.
In Pike County, Jason Peterson, Channel 7 News.